Have you ever struck your ego before? Yes, I have. We're going to talk about how to remove the ego, the maker of perfectionism, and the destructor of productivity. You know what? I used to think perfectionism was a strength. If I wasn't doing anything correctly, it was just not good. I wasn't worthy of success, I felt, or so my ego told me, because when I realized something, that ego wasn't a tool for excellence, everything changed. It's actually the architect of self-doubt and burnout. It whispers that you're not ready, you're not worthy, and not enough, because unless you meet impossible standards, your ego will be satisfied. Today, we're unpacking how ego, fueled by fear, can derail your luxury entrepreneurship journey as a faith-based entrepreneur, and how faith can free you to thrive. Okay, so let's go. Welcome back to the LISELLE Kiss and Life Design channel, where faith meets luxury entrepreneurship. Ladies, ego is so into herself, okay? She has all the feelings, all right? Sometimes she creates the illusion of control, perfectionism, and strength while stripping away your productivity and peace and purpose, okay? So we're gonna solve all of that today. In luxury entrepreneurship, where excellence is essential, the ego can often disguise herself as ambition, but she's actually afraid of the fear of failure or success or even embarrassment. And she masks herself behind your confidence. So just know that your ego is not your confidence, it's something else, okay? So we're going to learn how to separate that today. Today we're going to understand how ego triggers perfectionism and the brain's fear of response. I'm also going to share with you today inspiring stories from Grace Kelly and, of course, our girl Esther. And they all face similar struggles and challenges, so we're going to get into it today. So don't forget, get your pen, get your journal, because today we're going to have some spiritual and practical strategies to replace your ego with faith. We're going to go into the science of ego, which is that fight, flight, and fight mode that ego operates through the brain's amygdala. And this actually controls that response. So this part of the brain, the amygdala, is right behind the prefrontal cortex. And this acts as an overprotective alarm. And that warning that you will feel is danger, even when nothing exists. Now, for luxury entrepreneurs, this could mean like avoiding new opportunities because they're risky or expensive, right? Overthinking every detail, waiting for perfectionism before acting, and then nothing gets done. You're just dreaming in your head. Competing with others instead of creating. So we want to be in a creative plane. We do not want to compete or look at what others are doing. The Bible teaches us that the antidote to fear and ego is in 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7, which means, "For the Spirit God gave us does not make us timid, but gives us the power of love and discipline." Okay? When we rely on faith instead of fear, the amygdala calms down, allowing the prefrontal cortex, the decision-making center of your brain, to take the lead. Now, faith enables you to discern wisely and act boldly and thrive authentically. So to get away from your logic, your brain, you can definitely just pray and use your faith and talk to God and be inspired. Now, here's a biblical example of that. Esther, she has used her courage over her ego. Esther is one of the most Bible-based ladies. We all know her. We all love her. She was a woman overcoming ego to fulfill her divine calling. As a queen, she even had every reason to be proud of who she was. I mean, she was beautiful, chosen, in a position of power. But when her people were threatened, Esther faced a dilemma. She had to plead with the king to protect her status, or could have whispered, "Hey, you've done enough. You're the queen. Just, this is not your fight. Relax. Okay, you're good. Don't worry about them." But instead, Esther prayed and she fasted, seeking for God's wisdom. In Esther chapter 4, verse 14, her cousin Mordecai reminds her. He said, "You're using your royalty to help others." Esther chose courage over comfort, saving her people and cementing her legacy. Another historical example of royalty in today's time is Grace Kelly. She is the woman of elegance and service. I mean, she won awards in acting. Grace Kelly embodied grace, luxury, and she transitioned from an Academy Award winning actress to the Princess of Monaco. I mean, her ego obviously could have driven her to focus solely on continuing her fame, advancing her beauty, her royalty, but she actually decided to dedicate herself to serving others. As a princess, Grace transformed Monaco into a global cultural hub, funding charities and raising awareness for humanitarian causes. Yet, behind the scenes, she struggled with the pressure of perfectionism. I mean, we're talking about Grace Kelly, right? So imagine everyone telling her, oh, you have to be this, you should be this, you should look this way, coming from Hollywood to princessness, right? Okay. But she didn't allow her ego to paralyze her. She relied on her faith and her purpose, famously saying, I would like to be remembered as someone who accomplished useful deeds. Her story reminds us that being in a place of abundance, even in royalty, in this luxury world that she's in, is not just about the material. It's about using your platform to uplift others and inspire. Now, the Bible also tells us that in Philippians chapter 4, verse 13, it says, I can do all this through him who strengthens me. So stop striving and start surrendering. Trust that God's timing and wisdom are greater than your own. Redefine luxury, whatever that means to you, and just know to stand on your truth. And it's not about proving your worth, it's about serving your purpose and living with intention. Give your ego a vacation. Let her go in Italy, in Barcelona, in Santorini, because she just needs a vacation. And while you're here with us, you're just working, you're doing your thing, and you're just advancing. So now, how to apply this into your life? Let's start by beginning with the prayer. Begin with surrendering yourself to your goals and just say to God, Lord, let my actions today glorify you, not me. Practice mindful awareness. And when you feel ego creeping in, right? She just came back from her flight, okay? You just need to ask yourself, what does God say about this moment, right? Let's go ahead and embrace your creativity. Ego thrives in isolation and also in competition. So just make sure that you network with others, you talk with others, you create. You are doing everything you can to create insights from the outside and also within. And in Proverbs chapter 27, verse 17, it says, as iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another, okay? So here's some action steps. Identify one area in your life where ego could possibly be holding you back. Now, write it down, okay? And ask for guidance from God and find out where that needs to be released. Reflect on today's story with Esther and then journal how you can step into your calling with courage and with faith, even when it feels risky, like doing business, okay? Also, create a grace goal, a way that you can use your talents and your resources to serve others through either mentorship, giving a good encouraging word, giving back, right? Or creating a social entrepreneurship business that you know you can help others, okay? Now, to my non-subscribers who are watching this, just make sure that you are liking, you're commenting, and also subscribe and join this journey of faith and business, right? This is so much fun. Thank you so much for being here. And to my LISELLE Mavens, hello. Just make sure, because you guys are already subscribed, just make sure that you do keep watching every video for the guidance and support that you need to thrive. There could be a nugget in one of my videos. Even if you've seen it once, watch it again. There could be something there that can definitely help you in the future. Until next time, stay hopeful, pray in faith, and trust that God is opening doors for you. Take care, loved ones. Okay, bye. Kisses.